And breaking news, a 6.4 magnitude earthquake just struck Turkey. It's near the Turkish-Syrian border in that Hatay province. It's the same area that was devastated by a massive quake 2 weeks ago. No word yet on any injuries or damages. Of course, we'll bring you as soon as we hear anything further. But of course, such a sad situation for so many people that are picking up the pieces and still trying to find loved ones even 2 weeks later.
Are you between the ages of 25 and 34? If so, we are looking.
Mustafa, köprüye koyma arabayı. Koyma, ileriye götür, ileriye.
Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I'm allowed to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. It looks like another earthquake that struck the coast of Syria and Turkey. I believe it is a 6.4 magnitude, hit southern Turkey. All right, show you that the Lord is dealing with you heathens, okay? We believe through the spirit that the first earthquake that hit Turkey was man-made, okay? We believe that Esau and his technology, which is HARRP, okay, you could look that up, was responsible for that because technically, they didn't want to play ball with NATO, and Turkey is part of NATO, but they didn't want to really play ball with NATO when it came to the Russian invasion of the Ukraine and to back up their allies on paper. But what you have to understand is that according to prophecy, that Ezekiel the 38th chapter, that Turkey, okay, Gomer and the quarters of Togarmah, and the scriptures refer to them as the north quarters of Gomer and Togarmah, they're going to side with this beast, not the beast, but they're going to side with the Russians. So that was a very strategic move in prophecy that Yahweh Shai is displaying forth through the breaking up of the partnership of the Western nations, because eventually what's going to happen is that these nations are going to come against Babylon the Great, NATO, EU, and these different countries in this coming world war. But it makes sense that if Turkey had wind of that America was or that Babylon the Great or the Western nations have brought this type of calamity upon their people, then you better believe that they're going to know without a reasonable doubt they're going to side with the Russians, because it's Bible prophecy. But nonetheless, this is still the judgments of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the Lord ain't letting up, man. Okay, we in Passover time. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is getting ready to do some serious damage to these people out here if they continue to keep up this wickedness, which they will. Okay, because through the Spirit, it's time for the kingdom of heaven to be set up. That governing body of the 144,000 under Yahweh Shai, rooting the planet Earth in righteousness. And boy, oh boy, we can't wait. All right. So, anyway, going here, something called earthquake.com. Earthquake dot. Let's see what happens here. Latest earthquake maps. This is the U.S. Geological Survey or Geographical Survey. And I mean, you literally have hundreds of earthquakes daily. All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna find a more. Let's see what happens here. United States Geological Survey. Let's click on this real quick. Let's see what the deal is. Because it's a website that tells you that how many earthquakes hit at a certain time. And I believe like last week sometime it was like 7,000 within this particular month, which that represents a completion. All right, 7,000 represents a completion. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find it to be more accurate. And Salakia, brothers, man, kind of did this on the fly, so I ain't really have anything prepared. But let me look this up. Over the world. See something here, Lord. All right, so you had one that hit, which is a 4.3 in Sofifi, Indonesia. Then you had one that hit in Bengkulu, Indonesia. You had one that hit south of Panama. All right, then you had one that hit in Turkey. That's a 4.1. Then Central Turkey. Then the Rat Islands, the Altoona Islands in Alaska, 4.1. Solomon Islands, 5.1. And the one that stands out was the one of Turkey, Unzabag, Turkey, which is 6.3. And I'm assuming these are the most recent ones because this came out today and these are actually after that. So I'm assuming these are recent. Okay, but this is just the point. The Lord said that these particular earthquakes were going to be in diverse places. All right, that shows you that we in the end time, that we are actually according to Bible prophecy. So this is the book of Luke 21. And I'm going to start at verses... let's start at verses 7. It says, Then they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign would there be when these things come to pass? And he said, Take heed. He says, Take heed that ye be not deceived. It says, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and the time draweth near, but go ye not therefore after them, because Yahweh Shai gave particular signs as to when he was going to come back. Okay, the type of manner of people, false prophets, okay, manners of evil, killing, wickedness, diseases, pestilence, and so forth. But it says, But when you shall hear wars and rumors of wars or commotions, be not terrified. It says, For these things must come to pass, but the end is not by and by. He says, Then he said unto him, Nation shall rise against nation, and we're seeing that with the rumors of World War III. The Ukraine, okay, the Ukraine, the Eastern Bloc, so to speak. Then you got NATO, the EU. All right, those are nations against nations. Okay, Venezuela crisis, man. You got Israel and Iran talking about shooting missiles on each other. All right, and it says here, in kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes should be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs. Okay, but it says earthquakes in diverse places. Diverse goes into different. So it says, and fearful sights and great signs shall that be from heaven. All right, so this is what Yahweh Shai said. So this is the times we're living in. Okay, because they just got hit by, I think it was like a 7 point something, just a couple of weeks. Matter of fact, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. And they said that at the last time I checked, the death toll was like over 40,000. So just imagine how many more people they find dead.